Hello, my name is Mike Brown. I'm the owner of the Cincinnati Bengals football team.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Brown. I'm Art Rooney II. I am president of the Pittsburgh Steelers football team. Are you related to Charlie Brown?
No, but people ask me that all the time.
So, Mike, how did your team finish this year?
I need to check the final numbers, but I believe our gross profit was about $25 million for 2010.
No. I meant, how many games did the Cincinnati Bengals win this year?
Oh. Well, I'm not sure. I don't really pay attention to those numbers. They don't impact my bottom line, so they are insignificant to me. The NFL guarantees that I make a large profit each year.
That's very interesting. The Pittsburgh Steelers have found that we make more money when we win more games.
Oh, my, Mr. Rooney. You have a lot to learn. You see, you make more revenue, but I make more profit.
That's an interesting theory. How much did you spend on player salaries in 2010?
I spent $122 million on players. How much did the Steelers spend on player salaries this year?
The Pittsburgh Steelers spent $146 million on our players. We are in the playoffs. Are you in the playoffs?
Playoffs? Playoffs? I'm not sure, but I don't think so. I will have to check on that. But it is not important. You spent $24 million more than I did on players. I have $24 million. You have playoffs. I will take $24 million over playoffs all day long.
The Steelers are very happy to have the Bengals in our division. We like going to the playoffs. We like going to the Super Bowl. We have won the Super Bowl 6 times out of 7 tries. How many times have you won the Super Bowl?
Oh. We have gone to 2 Super Bowls.
Did you win?
No, we lost money both times.
No. I mean, did you win the games? Have you ever won a Super Bowl game?
No. We did not win the Super Bowl. And I do not want to go back to the Super Bowl again.
Why don't you want to go back to the Super Bowl? It is very much fun.
We don't make money when we go to the playoffs or to the Super Bowl. We lose money. We don't want to go to the playoffs anymore. We don't ever want to go back to the Super Bowl. It is financially irresponsible.
But what about the fans of the Cincinnati Bengals? Don't you have fans that want to go to the playoffs and Super Bowl?
We have some fans, but they are not important.
Did you say that the fans are not important? Our fans are most important to the Pittsburgh Steelers. They make us the best team in all of football. Why don't you think your fans are important to the Cincinnati Bengals?
Ticket sales only make up 20% of our total revenue, which was around $232 million in 2010. We can make money without the fans. Plus, the fans make fun of me all the time. So I don't like the fans. The fans are mean. The fans are bad people. The fans want the Bengals to go to the playoffs. That would cost me money. The fans want the Bengals to go to the Super Bowl. That would cost me money. I do not ever want to go back to the playoffs or the Super Bowl unless I'm guaranteed a lot of money.
Mr. Brown, I am confused. Why does it cost you money if the Bengals go to the playoffs or the Super Bowl?
The NFL keeps all ticket revenue during the playoffs and shares it with every team in the league. Teams that don't make the playoffs still make money from the playoffs. But teams that make the playoffs have many more expenses. Those expenses often outpace the shared revenue. So teams that make the playoffs could lose money.
Well, the Pittsburgh Steelers do not lose money in the playoffs. We make money. We also make money when we go to the Super Bowl. We usually win the Super Bowl when we go. It is very much fun to win the Super Bowl.
How do you make money in the playoffs and the Super Bowl?
Teams in the playoffs get to keep all the revenue from merchandise sales and beer sales. Our fans buy a lot of merchandise and drink a lot of beer at the playoff games. They like the Pittsburgh Steelers very much. The Rooney family likes to make money too. We like to make money and win the Super Bowl. We make so much money that we spend a lot of time giving it away to people who need it more than we do.
Mr. Rooney, that formula does not work for me. Relying on fans is very risky. I prefer to take the guaranteed money from the NFL and stay home for the playoffs. Oh, and for the record, I would never give my money away to someone who needs it more than me. I prefer to keep my money stored in a shoebox under my bed. Please don't tell anyone about my shoebox.
Your secret is safe with me. It was nice to meet you, Charlie, I mean Mike. Let's talk again very soon.
Thank you, Mr. Rooney. The Brown family appreciates the Pittsburgh Steelers very much. The Steelers generate a lot of revenue that is shared with the Brown family. The Steelers make the NFL very popular. That makes me money. So, I like the Steelers very much. It was nice to finally meet you. Next time, let's talk about general managers, scouting departments, and things like that. Perhaps I can give you some pointers.
Sounds good. Oh, one more thing. The Pittsburgh Steelers are very, very, very happy that the Cincinnati Bengals are in our division. I'll see you later.